Hi, third grade. It's Mrs. Threet, your librarian, and today we're going to be learning about copyright. Maybe it is something you've heard of before, maybe it's not. So imagine you wrote an article online about your adventure to Flume Gorge in New Hampshire, where you hiked through the gorge, you listened to that rushing water, you checked out the bear den, and you crawled through the wolf den. That work is yours. You created it, and now it belongs to you. So, copyright is an actual law, and it protects people that created something. Now, it's like a shield that protects the work. It could be a story, it could be a drawing, a photo, a video, a piece of artwork. Anything that you created has that copyright protection. Now, imagine someone from another class is trying to use your work that you wrote about Flume Gorge. It's your adventure, but someone in another class is trying to use your work. Copyright is there to protect you. It is meant to have other people that want to share your work, they have to show that it is from you. They have to cite you as their source. Now, how long does copyright last? Copyright lasts the whole time that a person is alive, plus 70 years. So, if the person that created a work died in 1970, that work is copyright protected until 2040. If the artist is still alive right now, they're creating a work right now, and maybe they die in the year 2080, the copyright would last all the way until 2150, so well into the next century. Now, how do we give credit? We have to cite where we get our information, and there is important guidelines that we follow when we are citing information. So, as you are doing research for your project, you have to give credit. This is called citing. You must cite your sources. We're going to look at citing books and websites. Now, first, we have a book. So it says from a book. And this is a book that I made up. It's not a real book, but we're pretending it is a book about my dog, Liberty, the Princess of Dogs, written by Mindy Threet. Now, when we are citing a book, some of the information that we get is from the title page. So this is the title page of my fictitious book. We will need the title, which is Liberty, Princess of Dogs, and the author, me, Mindy Threet. Liberty is a sweet little puppy who was adopted on the 4th of July, so we call her Liberty. Then we need to get more information from this page that's called the verso page. Now, normally when you're reading a book, this is a page that a lot of times we just skip over, but it has a lot of important information on it that tells when it was copyrighted, who the publisher was, where it was published. A lot of important information is on that page. So on this page, we are going to find the year the book was published and the publisher. So if you look here, you can see that it was copyright 2026, and our publisher is Adventures Publishing. So now we have all of the information. We are going to go to the next slide and we're going to put it all together. So first is the author's last name, then we have a comma, the first initial in a period. Then we have the year it was published, so we have 2026. The title of the book, Liberty, comma, Princess of Dogs, a period. Notice that the title is in italics. And then we have the publisher, Adventures Publishing, period. That's what it looks like when you get the information from a book. Next, we have from a website. What do we need there? Because a lot of times we are getting information from our books in the library, but sometimes we are getting information from a website. So a lot of times we use both. So from a website, we need the author of whatever we're using, the date, the web page title, and the URL. And that's that little code that is up there in that address bar. So if I'm looking at this website, the website is called Bloom's website. The article that I'm reading is Keep Your Flowers Blooming All Summer. It's written by Peyton Threet. She is the author. And the date it was written is February 19th of this year, 2026. And then it starts a little article about how to keep your flowers blooming. We're going to take this information so that we can cite it. So here we took the information and it starts with the author, Threet, comma, the initial of her first name, P. Our date is written a little bit differently. We start with a year and then a comma, the month and the day, and that is in parentheses. And then we put a period. The name of the article, Keep Your Flowers Blooming, and that is in italics. The name of the website, which is Bloom's website, and then the URL, which I have the URL as flowers.com. And again, this is a fictitious website that I made up so that I could just demonstrate how to cite a website. Now, I did want to share a little story with you about copyright and how important it is. Some of you may have heard of a singer by the name of Taylor Swift. She recorded a lot of songs and is a big star, but she didn't have the copyright to some of her work. So she had to redo it. And if you listen to her songs, now sometimes the songs are labeled Taylor's version. Those are the ones that she had to redo because she no longer had the copyright for her original work. She'd given it over to a record label, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. So she had to redo it, and now she has Taylor's version. So if you've ever wondered about that, why there is a song with one title and another one with the song title Taylor's version, it's because of copyright. Another important reason that copyright is something we all need to learn about. Well, thank you for coming into the library today. Good luck on your research. Can't wait to see your sighting.